Hi, this is Shayla Lataraka, joined by my children with For the Joy of Learning, and today is Nature Day in our house. And one of the things that we love doing is outside our dining room window, we have our bird feeder. We filled it up this morning, and I'll be putting some video footage in here in a little bit about the bird that we're studying today. So one of the things we like is we like to have our field guide, and we're located in Connecticut, so this is one of the best ones that I found, very simple to use. The Birds of Connecticut Field Guide, very easy to get off of Amazon or wherever you order your books. Today we're going to be talking about the red-bellied woodpecker, and sometimes I have them freehand their drawings, but today we're actually using a coloring sheet that I found off of the internet, just printed it out, and they'll be doing some coloring. We looked up the scientific name for the red-bellied woodpecker, and it's the Melanerpus carolinus. Anyway, so that's one of the birds that we see at our bird feeder. And what are some of the other birds that we see at our bird feeders?
Blue jays and
cardinals.
Yeah, and
lots of cardinals.
Lots of cardinals. We saw a hairy woodpecker this morning. It looks almost the same as the downy woodpecker, except it has a little bit longer beak, but it was being mean to the other birds that were out there. What else do we see?
Like the little short ones.
Like the house sparrows?
Yeah, those.
And maybe black-capped chickadees. We even see tufted titmouse.
And the golden striped black one.
Yes, he saw an interesting one that I haven't even seen myself. And we have mourning doves. We have all sorts of birds. And so we like to watch and kind of see the different things. Even Chris has gotten in on the bird watching recently. So we are going to go to our nature journal today. This, like I said, sometimes they freehand things. And sometimes we put in, we forgot to mention the American robin. Sometimes we color and then we'll paste things into the nature journal. So that's what we're going to be doing. And then we'll come back after a bit and show you the finished product from today. Yes, Anthony.
You didn't tell them about the robin trying to get the string off.
Oh, yes. We have a piece of string off of one of the trees where we had hung a bird feeder and it didn't work very well. And so it's still very tight on. So we get much enjoyment from watching the robin try and take it off and flap its wings, trying to get it to take to its nest. So we get lots of enjoyment around here from watching the birds, especially during this COVID-19 where we can't get out much, but we can definitely enjoy nature from inside or outside of our house. So we'll see you back here in just a little bit. We have this bird feeder set up outside our dining room window, and we like to watch the red-bellied woodpecker that you see here, as well as many other birds that come to feed at it. But today we're going to be studying the red-bellied woodpecker in our nature study, so I wanted to get a video. I wish you could get a little bit better picture of it, but this is still pretty good, and it's staying at the feeder quite a bit of time. All right, so we are back with our finished product. Soraya, why don't you show your red-bellied woodpecker? Ta-da. There we go. Anthony, why don't you show yours? So they colored, and I might mention that our medium of choice is typically colored pencils, maybe a little bit of crayon. You could use watercolors, but we find that it's been easier if we're out and about or even here at the table to use colored pencils. Is just a simpler way to go about it. So, Soraya, tell us a little bit about your red-bellied woodpecker.
So I put a typical red head, and then I put the red on the chest, which is what the name comes from, and then I put it on a log with moss on it. So just to give a little bit to show you what setting it's in.
Great. Anthony, do you want to share anything about yours? No? That's fine. We lost you in the video. You want to scooch forward? There we go. So anyway, we hope you've enjoyed this little snippet of a study on the red-bellied woodpecker. And that's all there is to doing a little bit of a nature study. You can go out and about and do it, or do it even from your kitchen table. So we'll see you next time on For the Joy of Learning.